Oh, you want me to read the question?
Yeah.
Alright. How does Penelope or Telemachus rely on duplicity, guile, and deceit to achieve his or her end? So I think we kind of, like, all the people who read like Telemachus' part, or like was focusing on his part, kind of like agreed that he didn't really use guile or deceit or duplicity to achieve his end. He really just like used bravery, because whenever, I think it was in book 1, Athena came and visit him, and she kind of gave him like, I don't know, like a urge, or like, I don't know, like after she visited him, he was more brave, and yeah, gave him encouragement, and he was able to like stand up to the suitors whenever they would say stuff about his mom.
Thank you.
It's like where, like in the movie where he's like not he cheated himself in, but like what Caitlin was saying, like he was like brave, like where he worked his way into, where was it, with like the house with like not Paris, the girl that married Helen. I mean the guy, Troy.
Yeah.
He went to Troy, and like he said that like he was looking for his dad. So I guess it wasn't like he lied to get there. He kind of like he worked his way there.
Yeah, very good. Whoop.
That was close.
Thank you. Whoop. All right.
So kind of towards the end of the book, like Odysseus comes home, but he doesn't really tell anybody that he came home, and he just tells Telemachus, and then he's like, they plan to kill all the suitors, and because Telemachus, he like takes the form of like an old man, and nobody really knows it's him. Or no, Odysseus takes the form of an old man, nobody really knows, and then the mom, Penelope, she like comes with the idea and says like, whoever like can string the bow can marry me, but she knows that only Odysseus can do it. And then Telemachus, he tells her to go upstairs, and then like this is the plan. Like he's like, oh, let the old man try, knowing that it's Odysseus, and then he can string the bow, and then like they kill him. And like that was smart.
Let me translate what she's too nice to say. Let me translate what Emma's too nice to say. Slowpokes, I'm a fast reader. If you can't keep up with me, oh well, that's your problem. Right, but I never said you couldn't keep going forward.
I couldn't find any more.
Sorry, I'm joking.
We already know this happens.
Well, Telemachus kind of uses like sadness and to like convince the suitors that he should get the boat, and the suitors are convinced because they kind of want Telemachus dead. Like they don't like him at all, and they said that like maybe if they give him the boat, he'll get lost at sea too, and he'll die. Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Okay, so one part when he did use a little bit of trickery, or like he didn't really lie, but I guess he did lie. Anyway, it was like when the suitors were asking him who the person was, who the visitor was that he was talking to when they were in Penelope's house. He told them that it was just a friend of Odysseus, but he really suspected that it was a goddess or a god, and it was really Athena, so he was kind of lying to them to keep from more trouble.
Very good.
Come on, guys.
So this is kind of like the same as my other example, but like
Yeah, go like this.
when
Over the ears.
when Penelope comes up with the idea to like for people to string the bow or try, nobody really wants to do it, and so Telemachus is like, oh, I'll try, like since you guys aren't man enough for it, I don't even know, but and so that's what gets everyone to try, and that was like kind of smart, and he kind of like uses his deceit or something.
Does anybody know what Athena is the goddess of? Yeah. So is she giving some of that? Is she giving some of that to Telemachus?
Yeah.
Right. Nice catch. should have had it on video.
So
Instead, I'm getting the shoes on video.
It doesn't have to be exactly the person's gown. It could be like Courage or something.
Huh?
It could be Courage or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So at the very beginning of the book, since I'm gonna just go back, so book one second along with it. I think like Telemachus was showing with Courage when they were in you want me to turn around? When he was defending his mom, because like back then I guess like women couldn't really like have a say, because you would think that, well, now if somebody just walked into my house, the police would have been called. 911, hello. Yeah, but she couldn't really do anything. So of course Telemachus, and him being younger, he's still not like, I guess because he doesn't have like a beard, because you know like that beard situation.
Yeah.
He's still I'm gonna guess that probably under the age of 18.
Yeah, he's probably high school age.
Yeah, maybe like 16 or something. He's not really old, and he's over here talking to all these older guys who has beards. You know, so like they're showing older. They probably got more muscles than him. He's probably really skinny and stuff, but he's still defending him and his mom. And he's like, "Be quiet, you insolent suitors. Let the bar sing." And then like, he's basically like defending him, like himself, that one person defending his mom to all these older people. Yeah, and he's basically like showing a lot of courage, even though like he'll know he get beat up, but like you know he's there to protect his mom and stuff, even though like his dad's not there, so he has to, and that shows courage. Yeah.
Very good. That's at some point. That's very good.
So it's like, like adding on what she said, it's like, the women didn't really have a say. Like, the guy would be like the leader, and like the girls would do like whatever the guys would say, and like how her son was like brave enough to like stand up for himself, and like to show respect to his mother, and to like like his property, and like how they're being so disrespectful towards them.
Oh, very good.
Okay, so when he was meeting up with, I forgot his name, Nestor?
Yeah.
Okay, when he was meeting up with Nestor, Nestor told him, hey, do you just like let all these suitors like take your stuff and all? And Telemachus was like, no, it's just that the gods have no happiness in store for me, even though he had Athena sitting right next to him, feasting. And
Oh,
just, like,
he didn't know that.
And Nestor didn't know that. And then the moment Athena was like, well, I gotta go, and she transformed into a hawk, Nestor was like, he started praying to Athena, and he was like, come, I will give you all this, and here, take this big, awesome cup, so you can like remind yourself of me when you feast.
Wow. Oh, very good. That's an excellent example. All right. Ahora vamos a dar el trabajo de dar un poquito de resumen en español, lo que la gente está diciendo. Like a little summary in Spanish for what's been going on for the video. Nomás lo que ellos están diciendo, algo que ellos están diciendo, pero en español, para que la gente que no habla en inglés que van a mirar este video.
Están explicando de lo que Telemachus, de lo que él ha ido o ha pasado en el primer libro, de que él está defendiendo a su familia, no nomás a su mamá, pero a su papá también, porque como no está con él le quiere ayudar a su mamá, porque él no quiere que ella se case con los hombres que son, bueno, no es buena gente ellos.
Sí.
Y él la quiere defender igual, porque él nunca ha conocido a su papá. Su papá se fue cuando él estaba joven. Y nos quiere.
Oh, excelente. Y diga algo de Telemachus en español para la gente en Ecuador que está mirando.
Bueno, creo que él
tiene como, like, coraje para defender a su mamá de unos hombres mayores. Y más que todo porque esos hombres están irrespetando su casa y metiéndose allí como que si ellos fueran los reyes de cualquier cosa cuando no tienen ningún derecho a hacer eso.
Oh, excelente. Now we'll switch into English, unless you want to speak in Spanish. All right, is Rita's question 2.
Is the message of the Odyssey of using dishonesty as a tactic to achieve desirable outcomes of honorable or dishonorable action?
Now you're saying here that Telemachus doesn't resort to lies that much. All right. So let me ask you this. Does it take intelligence to have courage?
Yes.
Or does it take a kind of not intelligence? You just jump forward. Are intelligent people brave? I guess that's what I'm trying to say. All right. All right.
Alright, so whenever you said, are intelligent people brave? I kind of like ring the bell. So, no, because if you're intelligent, then you probably know like what's coming for you, like you know, like
The consequences.
yeah, the consequences of what you do. So you kind of have to be like kind of like not really dumb, but like dumb, like to like take a step forward and like actually take a chance. Because then, like, whenever you don't know what's about to happen, then you have nothing holding you back, like, going forward.
Very good.
I kind of think it depends, cause like in the story, Telemachus didn't have any like bravery or courage until like Athena inspired him, and then I feel like people with intelligence, like they have bravery sometimes because like sometimes they know what's happening, they know what to do, and other times they know something bad's gonna happen. And other times people just get inspired by people and they get bravery and courage because of that.
Very good.
And like how they both said like I don't want to say like dumb people because like that's not the word, but I just don't know what word to say right now. It's like they're like more risk taking and like they don't really think about they don't
They're more
process
willing.
it. Yeah, they're more willing to like do things because they don't really think about like what's gonna happen or like what's gonna happen to them or like the consequences.
Very good.
Sorry.
I'll get it for you, Lisa.
I'm just gonna add on to what Caitlin said. Like, intelligent people, they're overthinkers. Like, they always think about what's on the line, and they'll think like, oh, but if I do this, then I could lose everything. This could happen, and it just stops them from having that courage. But when Athena sort of like inspired him and gave him all that wisdom, it sort of just like triggered something and made him think, wow, I really can't do this.
Oh, excellent.